So let's talk about the absolute circus going on with Battlefield 6 and its shiny new Battle Royale mode, RedSec. Because apparently this franchise hasn't had enough identity crisis over the past few years. EA looked at Battlefield's long proud history of massive wars, tanks flying off hills, and helicopters crashing into buildings and thought, yeah, but what if we did Fortnite but worse? And right now, the controversy around this battle royale is juicier than a Thanksgiving turkey that's been sitting out in the fryer too long. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the 30Hz server rate. The lead producer came out and proudly declared, like he just reinvented the wheel, that RedSec will run at 30Hz for most of the game. 30Hz. That's not just bad, that's ancient history. That's caveman gaming. That's playing Call of Duty on your grandma's Wi-Fi with a potato router. But here's the kicker. He said it's fine because when you reach the final fight, the server bump up to 60Hz. Like that's some kind of prize for making it to the end. Congratulations, champ. You suffer through laggy hit detection for 20 minutes, and now your bullets might actually register. It's like running a marathon where the organizers only give you water at the finish line. Thanks, guys. Real helpful. And the cherry on top? He doubled down and said, our 30Hz beats most of the competition, which is wild because Fortnite and Warzone are both running smoother than this, and neither of them has to bribe you with performance upgrades like a cheap loyalty program. So let's talk about the reviews. Battlefield 6 on Steam already hitting at a lovely mixed, which, let's be honest, in Steam language that means dumpster fire with potential. The complaints are rolling in like artillery fire. Pop-up ads showing up in the middle of the game because nothing screams immersive military shooter like a giant notification begging you to buy a new skin. Maps that feel small, cramped, and claustrophobic. Battlefield's whole thing has always been huge, sprawling maps with vehicles and chaos everywhere. Instead, RedSec's maps feel like someone shrunk Battlefield down to a Call of Duty size. And then of course, the big one. The Battle Royale mode itself. Players are saying it feels like a cheap add-on, something glued on last minute to chase trends rather than something designed with passion. So yeah, it's not exactly winning hearts and minds right now. The community's response has been brutal and honestly kind of hilarious. Reddit and forums are full of die-hard Battlefield fans basically screaming, "What the hell is this?" The common argument, Battle Royale has no business being in Battlefield. And I kind of agree. Battlefield has always been about large-scale war, teamwork, vehicles, chaos, and strategies. It's not about dropping in solo, picking up random guns, and playing last man standing like Hunger Games. Fans want more Battlefield in Battlefield. Instead, they just get another corporate attempt to copycat whatever's hot at the moment. It's like EA is chasing the Battle Royale trend 5 years too late, like a dad who just discovered TikTok. One Redditor even put it bluntly. Battle Royale has no place in Battlefield. It's just EA trying to appease the trend. And that about sums it up. Oh, and don't think EA forgot to sprinkle in some of their signature monetization magic. We've got in-game ads, yes, actual pop-up ads in the middle of your match, like you're already deep in combat, bullets flying, explosions going off, and suddenly you're being told to buy the Elite Weapon Charm bundle. Nothing kills the vibe of warfare like being sold digital trinkets during a firefight. The kind of thing that makes you wonder, are you really playing Battlefield or watching late night cable TV? Because both come with ads now apparently. Here's the real problem though. Battlefield is suffering from an identity crisis. The series used to be the king of large-scale multiplayer shooters. It was the game you played when you wanted chaos, jets doing backflips, squads dropping in, 64-player wars with tanks and helicopters everywhere. That's what Battlefield was. Now, it's trying to be Fortnite. It's trying to be Warzone. It's trying to be everything except itself, and that's dangerous. Because when you lose your identity, you lose your core fan base. And Battlefield fans are not the kind of people who forgive easily, especially in competition to Call of Duty. This isn't the first time either. Remember Battlefield 2042? That was supposed to be the big comeback, and it ended up being the please refund me special. Now Battlefield 6 is repeating the same mistakes, except with a shiny BR sticker slapped on top. This whole controversy isn't just about one mode. It's about the direction of the fan base. As I said, players are asking themselves, is Battlefield even Battlefield anymore? or is it just another trend-chasing shooter that lost the plot? When your fans are more excited about playing Battlefield 4 from 2013 than touching your brand new game, you've got a problem. And the numbers aren't going to lie. If RedSec doesn't hold players, if people start dropping in after a month because of performance, ads, and identity issues, then this could be another failed experiment for EA. And honestly, how many more times can Battlefield afford to screw up before people just permanently move on? So what's next? That's the big $1 million question. The devs are apparently sticking to their guns, claiming their data supports these decisions, which is corporate speak for we don't want to admit we messed up yet. But if they want this mode to survive, they'll need to do about 4 things. Fix the performance. Nobody wants to play on 30Hz shooter in 2025. That's like playing dodgeball underwater. 2. Expand the maps. Give people the large-scale chaos that made Battlefield famous. 3. Tone down the ads and monetization. People already paid for the game. Stop turning it into Times Square. And 4. Most importantly, make this feel like Battlefield, not Warzone Light. At the end of the day, the controversy boils down to this. Battlefield tried to jump into Battle Royale, but instead of landing smoothly, it face planted into the mud. It's like watching someone cannonball into an empty pool. Battlefield's BR doesn't just feel late to the party. It feels like it showed up after everyone left, and it's standing there holding warm beer, wondering why nobody's clapping. If EA and DICE don't listen, RedSec is going to end up exactly where most Battle Royales go. Dead, forgotten, and buried under the mound of failed BR experiments, right next to Radical Heights and Warzone. Honestly, that would be a shame, because people don't want another generic BR. They want Battlefield to feel like Battlefield again. But until that happens, this controversy isn't going away anytime soon. And an identity crisis that makes me think EA needs more therapy than Tony Soprano. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Battlefield's BR doomed from the start, or can they actually pull this off? That's going to be it for this video, and hope to see you in the next.